That's not a secret I'll never tell. You know you love me. XOXO.
Hi friends, welcome back. We are back with another pick a card reading. I hope you guys are doing well and staying positive. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but around May, it's always a difficult time for me. It is a challenging season. Taurus season is a challenging season. Taurus is a fixed modality, so we must sustain. We must stay steadfast, and it is not always the happiest season. But I hope you guys are okay. Wherever you are, check the description box for all the ways to get in contact with me. If you are new here, welcome in. My name is Felicia. I am a human and civil rights advocate, and I run a nonprofit called Divas Can Manifest. We are currently raising money for our nonprofit, all of the proceeds to this channel. If you decide to take a gander over at our spiritual shop, Cosmic Intelligence, all of the proceeds go back to our nonprofit organization, and watching all the ads on the channel as well. So if we all come together and pitch in, we can make this information accessible to all. But without further ado, we're getting into a reputation update. I'm actually really loving the reputation updates because I love to see how the reputation evolves. Our last update was about a month ago, so I'll link the last timeless update down below. If you are new to the channel, you might benefit from tuning in with our playlist to get previous states of the collective. They are timeless readings, so you can check in. Trust that you found them the time in which you needed it. But for others, you can go back to those previous timestamps and check what pile you selected. Remember to comment your pile so that you can remember and come back to it for future references. But we have 4 cards for you to choose from, 4 overhead selections. Pile 1, you are the butterfly spirit. Pile 2, you are the beaver spirit. Pile 3, zebra. And pile 4, you are the raccoon. That is your overhead selection. Let me know how this resonates, and I will see you guys in your pile. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the butterfly. Okay. So I just heard nobody can compare. I don't know where that came from. Like, I literally was not expecting this from this pal, but I literally heard nobody can compare. So these people who are viewing your reputation, publicly held beliefs and wide accepted opinions about you involve you being like the life of the party. For one, you are fun. You are so hilarious to be around. People are always joking, cracking up, and busting jokes with you. And these people have been watching you undergo a major transformation. I don't know how long these people have known you or seen you, but a lot of these people who are, that involves your reputation, pile 1, they see that you have been undergoing a great change and transformation. I'm getting the initials A, N, P, and B. They know that you are although you're still this life of this party, you're so fun to be around, they know that you're undergoing a lot of discomfort. It's like you're uncomfortable everywhere. Everything is kind of annoying to you. You're not happy anywhere. I'm getting a Virgo, or this could involve a Virgo. Somebody's name starts with a letter R or a B. But these people, they know that you have a lot of, you're very uncomfortable everywhere. I don't know why you feel this way, but maybe it's because you're undergoing this, you're in a period of transition. So you're not this version of yourself, this old version of yourself that you used to be, but you're not yet where you fully want to be. Okay, your metamorphosis is not complete. Okay, so you're still coming out and blossoming as this social butterfly. So some of you guys, you might have periods of feeling insecure. You might have you might become withdrawn or reserved at some point, or you still are dealing with a little bit of shyness. Because I feel like maybe you are transitioning from this place where you may not have been this socialite, or you're not like, or you're not so used to all of the attention being on you. Something about you, you are quite, like I said, nobody can really compare to you. So it's like you are the center of attention. You are number one. You are, I'm hearing you're getting awards a lot. You're getting a lot of awards, a lot of recognition. Some of you guys, you just won a award where at some type of ceremony, perhaps. I'm getting something where someone has placed some type of scroll or like chain on you, trophy, medal on you. Okay. And all of this attention is making you uncomfortable. All of this is just, it feels a little bit overwhelming, and people know that you are overwhelmed. Okay, it's like, because you have, I'm also, some of this could be around quite literally a metamorphosis. This was like a huge theme in the last collective reading over on live stream, is that there are people who are making you uncomfortable in your body, because they may see you, you might have a beautiful face, but then they might also see that you have a beautiful body as well. So, you know, most of the time people have one or the other, but you are literally, you're like your whole body and face is just very beautiful. So people can't seem to take their eyes off of you. And this is super uncomfortable, because it's like, maybe you have a Coke bottle shape. It's like people cannot seem to take their eyes off of your hips and your waistline, and they're just always staring at your belongings and your, you know, I'm hearing something about people invading your personal privacy. People who want to know your like business really bad. They want to know your life. You might even see people and you're like trying to enjoy your life and like spending time on your phone, scrolling and doing something fun on your phone or something. And you might see somebody like hovering down, trying to like veer into your phone and to like see what's going on in your life and what your interests and hobbies are. And it's very strange. And, you know, people want to know like your schedule and your routine. They want to know, you know, your life really bad. And you're just like this person who kind of like, you know, it's, celebrities understand this. Celebrities have this like invasion of privacy all the time. But you're like, I am not interested in being a celebrity. I don't want to be I don't want like all the attention on me. Like, it's like you're like the life of the party and you're like center stage without even trying. And I think it's because you're quite literally like nobody can compare to you. And it's like you are the best at something, or that you just stand out. And, you know, you don't look like anybody else. You are set apart from everyone else. And this is not something that you're trying to do, but it just is happening this way, especially as you undergo like some major changes in your life. Like if you've gone on a body transformation, there's now, you know, you're so used to like not getting so much attention on your body, to now like everybody being obsessed with your body, and, you know, women and men, and just like people make you very uncomfortable with like how they, you know, they react to your presence. Okay, so, you know, you're known for being uncomfortable. I think that this is a part of your reputation. It's like people can tell like that, you know, people are naturally drawn to you and magnetized towards you. And I feel like if this happens in a genuine, authentic way, you're open to socializing and just chatting it up with people. But if they do something awkward, or they do something to like make you tense up, or you have like a, you know, a negative reaction, physiological reaction to them, especially if these are people who are involved in like your daily routine, this kind of makes you super uncomfortable. Like, I think that these people, they know that you're uncomfortable, because there's something where you may give them like a weird reaction, or you may give them like a stare, or you may reflex at something that they do, and you're like, you're like, people will know that you're uncomfortable. And I'm getting that if this is like, I'm also getting if these are people who are watching you on a social media account or something like that, some of these people, they are very concerned about your routine and your schedule and what you do on a regular basis. I don't know why, especially if these are like, if this is not Paige, or somebody who like is stalking you or harassing you or wanted to do something violent or steal your wealth and possessions. These are just people who are very curious about like your routine, or very curious about like what you do on your free time. I don't know what this is about. Like, why do people need to know this information? Like, I'm so confused right now about one. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's like you naturally just like, I don't know, it's like you are the center of their attention. Like, it's just like, I'm getting, especially if this is like a social setting, a party, and some type of celebration, it's like, you know, you can't even walk around and just like do normal tasks, you know, like just do your normal routine without someone just veering into your life and, you know, taking like overly like interested in your mundane activities. And you know, it's something that you're doing that, like, you know, that inspires a lot of stalking and, like, you know, harassment. So I don't know, I guess it could be related to the fact that people know that you're like committed to this routine. They know, especially if you're transitioning, you know, through something, they know that you're committed to this routine because it is going to get you from your point A to your point B. It's going to get you through this, you know, transition. And some of these people, it's like they're so engaged with your routine and how you take care of yourself, and you know what you're doing on, like, you know, to get to the next level, and just trying to put together the pieces of your like schedule and routine to see how like how they can maybe mimic the routine to try to get to the same place as you. Or I don't know if you know, they it's something like that. Okay, but I feel like these people who are very interested in your routine, it's like a mystery to them through the 8th house. They don't know what you're doing when you're away. They don't know how you're getting these results, or something about your body routine. They want to know more information about like your body routine, and how your body looks like that, your body care or something like that. They want to like veer into like your shower routine or your like hygiene routine. They want to know, you know, how all of this represents how you've transformed your body and face or something like that. Okay. If these are people who are viewing your routine, they're viewing your hygiene routine, they just are like kind of obsessed, and it is like making you so uncomfortable because you know that every time you like do something mundane, or you do something just like basic, like you step up to use the bathroom, or you like you just like go to brush your teeth, it's just like this grandiose event. Like, it's just like, I'm just like walking to the store, like, why is this some huge deal? Like, you know, it's like a celebrity. Like, people love watching Beyonce do like mundane things. They love watching, you know, performers do like these mundane things. But like, if these are people who are not performers and celebrities, it can feel overwhelming. Like, it's just like, I'm like a normal person, and I'm just like trying to just like get a bag of chips and a soda from the store. Like, I'm just confused. I want people like in their shoes. Yeah, like it's like they are making you very uncomfortable, but you know, they are also like, you know, it's like, put yourself in their shoes. You probably would be like in the same position, like you probably would feel the same way. I don't know if you would, because you seem like you have a lot more awareness than just like the average person. And it's like, but just like, I know that you probably can't see it from their perspective, because you happy that you're not in the same position as them. These are people who are very scarce. Some of them, they don't have anything. They're not like, they see you as very fierce and beautiful and a social butterfly, life of the party, and they're just like these wallflowers that can't like draw attention. Some of these people, I'm hearing somebody's name is Phoenix or something like that. It's like they kind of just like fall, like they just fall into the masses. Like, you didn't even know that they existed until like somebody brought you into their like into your like field of awareness, and you're like, oh wait, how long have you been working here? Who are you? Oh hi, my name is this such and such. How are you? You didn't even know this person existed. Somebody's name was Rocky. Like, you're like, I don't even know that this person existed. Like, and it's like, just like, put yourself in their shoes. Like, if you were just like this wallflower and nobody's paying attention to you, and then there's like this person who's like on the center stage, you probably be just like watching too. Like, everybody, like the 20,000 people who showed up for Renaissance, it's just like, oh my God, I'm here to watch, you know, this performer. What else am I gonna do, right? These people, like, literally put yourself in their shoes. It's like they literally have nothing else to do but to watch you do your routine. Like, it's like they have nothing else to do. Like, these people, these roommates in a house, or like these people, I'm hearing like your body and your face as well. It's just like you're very endowed in those departments, and you might catch up and you just like, you're just sitting there like, you know, looking down on your phone, and you just see somebody, you know, looking into your face, and you're like, oh my God, what? Is something going, is something wrong? Like, why are you staring at my face? And it's because they're analyzing all of the symmetry within your face. They're they're like analyzing the standards of beauty, you know, that your face adheres to, like your beautiful full lips, your cupid's bow, your small button-like nose, your beautiful slanty eyes. Like, they're just looking at your, like, your features within your face, and some of them are even comparing themselves to your feet, like something where people are looking at your feet in your shoes. Okay, something about you having nice shoes, or you having a beautiful pedicure, or like nice feet or something like that. Something where people are seeing that you don't even need a pedicure, or that you don't, like, I don't know, something where people have seen your toes unpolished, and they're like, oh, they don't need, like, they don't need like their toes polished. Like, you might have even heard somebody, like, you can tell that they were like overcompensating about something. Like, they made a comment about something, you know, and they made a, like, it was like an overcompensation. Like, pretty girls don't need to call themselves pretty all the time. Like, if somebody was like, oh, I'm about to go get my nails done right now. Like, what? Like, we know what you talking about. Something where they notice your nails or your feet, and they may have done something weird to, like, I don't know, they might have done something weird to, like, bring attention to the fact that they were trying to, like, do the same thing, or like they were trying to, like, you know, I don't know, something where they tried to, like, ameliorate their discomfort. Like, they're also uncomfortable, right? You coming up with this body and face and a great routine and undergoing a great change, it's also uncomfortable to them as well, because they're not going under transformations. They don't have anything. I'm getting, some people are coming around you and they don't have beauty, art, and food, and a good hygiene routine, right? So they seeing you up and at them every day, waking up the whole house with your bath salt, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you up, you know, every day taking care of yourself, and, you know, sticking to this routine. It's like they don't have an end goal in mind. Some of them have no follow through. They have no big vision for themselves. They have poor quality work, or they have a poor quality of life. And they see you well taken care of. Something about the way that you have, like, I'm something where you are, like, your foot care or something like that. I don't know, your hand care or foot care. Okay? So I don't want to get too off track, you guys. Let's get more, okay? So, you know, what is your reputation? You're definitely known for having beauty, okay? So I think this is what this is all about. You know, people who are watching you, you know, you're at the center stage because you are, like, nobody can compare to your beauty, is what I'm hearing. And they just watch you, okay? So they just watch you because it's like you're this ethereal beauty. Somebody's name is Neil, or somebody's name starts with the letter N. You're like this ethereal beauty, and, you know, they know that you are, like, it's like you put yourself in their shoes. Like, these people are very fragile and frustrated, like, and I don't know if this causes people because your beauty is so, like, nobody can compare to your beauty. It's like, I'm hearing somebody's name starts with the letter G, a Leo, okay? It's like nobody can compare to your beauty, and then there's all these other people around you, and they just look so, you know, frustrated and fragile next to your beauty. And it's like, especially if you just, like, you open up with a big bright smile, and you're like the center of attention, and everybody's just they feel so, like, you can, I don't know, something about this Gemini, they feel so, like, their face or something like that, or the shape of their mouth and chin, they feel, like, very insecure about their face or shape or something like that. And it's like you come up with this, just like this beauty that just radiates over people, and they feel so, like, dim. I don't know, it's something about you, you make people shirk a little bit, like how you show up. I don't know if intimidation is the right word, but it kind of feels like your beauty radiates, you know, and it, like, you veer, it's like you're like, it's like it veers. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's like you kind of, like, it doesn't feel like you're looking down on them. It feels like you are simply just, like, you might, I don't know, get something about people who are shorter than you, or people who just, it's like something about your stature is like a stallion, or something about your, you show up and you're just like, your skin is so beautiful and smooth and radiant, and you're like, you're very bright in your complexion or something like that, and glowy, and it just feels like it just makes them so fragile and frustrated. And these people, they see, you know, that you love what you do. Like it's something about, I guess it's like, it's not even that like it's about your beauty so much. I think it's just because about like, it's more so about like your life and how you just love your life. You have a passionate life. You're known for having a passionate life. Like some of you guys have time freedom. You can do what you want to do. Some of them, they see you building a new retail spot. They see you building something new. You're very involved in the construction, or you're very involved in the process of building something. And people, they're looking at you and they're like, they feel like, you know, the reason why you have all these different opportunities and have this great life is because you're using your body to get, you know, what you want, and that they don't have this body and they don't have this face and they don't have, you know, just this, you know, good routine. Like it's not just about like the body and the face, honey. It's about you not having a routine that supports your end goal, right? It's like you have begun with the end in mind, and you literally, you have understood, you know, you've broken your goals down into bite sizes, and your routine involves you, you know, your routine involves you sticking to, like, understanding that routine will get you to the end goal. I think that's the issue. It's like you already know. And some of you guys are already experiencing a degree of success around what, you know, your financial freedom and time freedom. And your job gives you, you have a very, you know, your job is meaningful, or your job, you know, your work and how you make money is in a very feminine way. Some of you guys are making money off your talent, skills, and gifts. And people who don't have, you know, time freedom, financial freedom, people who don't have beauty, artistry, food, and, you know, they can, or a good routine, right? They just see you, it makes them fragile and frustrated, especially because a lot of them, I'm also getting your hands, okay? Something about your hands, your nails being done, or the way that you move your hands, it shows that you are not in a rough state the way that they are. They don't understand, like, you know, how you have you have transformed, or you are like, people are watching you transform, and this like a mystery to them. This is why people are very concerned with like your routine and how you're, you know, all those steps that you're taking to like evolve. Okay, I think that's the thing. We have excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Okay, so what is your reputation? So this feels like somebody's name that starts with a Q or G or W. These feel like, you know, you're definitely known, especially for some of you guys, they feel like you're using your body to get what you want. And they feel like, you know, a lot of, you know, masculines, they support your growth and they support your transformation. And a lot of these people, they know you as like, you know, a lot of these people, they know that these masculines, they have a sense of rulership over you. They know that they dominate you. They know that they tell you what to do. They tell you how to do things. They give you money. And a lot of these people, they are very, they hate you for having these masculines, okay? They hate you for having these rulers, okay? These people who dominate you, control you. And I'm hearing that they tearing it up in the bedroom as well, okay? They really make you, I'm hearing somebody's name starts with letter S. If they really hate you for, like, the, you know, your reputation in this pile are particularly people who hate you, okay? These are people who, they can't stand it, and they can't hide it either. So you'll know who these people are, because it's all over, it's written all over their face. They hate the fact that you have these men or masculines or people, partners, that come in and they rule over you, okay? I'm hearing they tear it up and they dominate over you. They give you money, okay? They give you money and they tell you what to do, and you're just like, you're very submitted, you're like submitted to them. It's like you can't even control it because they're so dominant. And so they see you getting dominated by this masculine, and they see it as very feminine, right? But they also see that these men, these masculines, often start to feel entitled to you, or they often have no restraint, especially when it comes to ameliorating the sufferings of these weaker and less fortunate people. Some of these people, they do triangulate you with people who like that has no type of comparison to you whatsoever, right? So the triangulation is not because these people actually desire these people. These people, some of them, they just feel bad for these third parties because they look so fragile. They look so fragile and frustrated. Hazel, or somebody's name that starts with the letter H, they look so, some of them don't have, these childbearing hips, and they don't have, this beauty the way that you do, and they're not the social butterfly. They're not, some of them, they are actually very socially inept, and they make everybody uncomfortable with their behavior a lot of the times, and they see you as the life of the party, and all the attention is on you. And then you have these, you have this blossoming social life, and then you also have these masculines that dominate you at home as well, and they're just like, why do you have to have everything? Why do you have to have the life that I want? Put yourself in their shoes, right? You just show up and you keep, it's like every time you see them, every time they see you, it's like you've transformed even more. I don't know why, or how this happens, right? And then we have sun energy. This definitely, the sun also, reflects our male influences. So they know that your creations are impacted by your male influences. And then they also see that you, in this social setting, that you have gained a lot of respect from, for giving life to your masculines as well. You are highly feminine. You give them life. I'm better than the hype. I give you life. You bring the light into their life as well. It's not, it's like, you come on now. They might think they're in control and things of that nature, but you really are. You really do light up their life as well with your feminine energy and your your creation energy, your passionate, your beauty, okay? They just are like, oh my God, I prayed for somebody like you. I wish that some beauty and brains would come into my life like that, okay? But some of them, they, because they provide, they feel like they can do whatever they want to do sometimes, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that anybody is like, better than you. They know that nobody compares to you, right? But they often, start to feel like they can share the wealth. Like, we don't care about these weaker and less fortunate people. Why on earth would you give another bitch my money? Don't ever do that one. That's the last thing that you should do, is to go off and start giving a weaker and less fortunate, clout chasing loser with no goals, the money, the providing that I need to create, right? So a lot of these feminines, they have been wanting to steal your cups. They've been wanting to steal from your emotional realm. They've been wanting to steal your masculines away from you, because they know that these are the masculines that come in, dominate you, tell you what to do, and also tear it up in the bedroom and give you their money. So this is the issue, right? They see you as this highly feminine, highly desired person, okay? Let's see. And I feel like you have been looping around the same issue with your masculines. It's like it starts very, you guys, pour a lot of magnificence into the relationship, into the world from the beginning. These people feel like home. They feel like that traditional relationship household that you love. It's beautiful in the beginning, right? But it's something where these people, I don't know if they start getting too comfortable, or they start to get comfortable with your greatness. They start to, you always are benefiting them and things of that nature and stuff like that. But it's like they forget, your benefit. I don't know if they forget your benefit, or, they do something to feel entitled, okay? They do something, out of some type of entitlement, or, without having any restraint. And it shows you that they have no control, especially, like going off with somebody weaker or less fortunate. It's not that they're giving you no one compares. They're not giving you pleasure. So it always feels like a waste. So this is a loop that you've been in with these relationships, with these masculines, karmic partners, is that they come in and they influence through the sun. They come in and they influence your creation. They influence your artwork. They're your muse. They dominate you. They empower you. They provide strength and support, and support your growth in some type of way. They influence you, have an imprint on you with their dominance and their how to assert yourself into the material world through the 10th house as well. But they end up doing something wasteful or indulgent, and you realize that this is like, they're like, people know you as having these, you are looping around these same issues with a lot of your romantic partners, where people don't have any restraint. Like, it's like, why on earth would you indulge at our expense? Why on earth would you go waste your time on a 4 when you have a 10 out of 10? It's not that these people are bringing you. I think about the, like, in economics, we have, we explored we explored the marginal benefit. When you are already at a 10, adding on additional units of quote unquote pleasure, you're not getting, you've already received a large degree of marginal benefit. The marginal benefit that you receive from consuming an extra third party, is going to decline. Your marginal benefit will decrease. The more units you consume, the less marginal benefit that you receive. If that makes sense. I won't get too technical on y'all, but it definitely feels like, you already get this large degree of benefit from having you as this optimal pleasure, and then they'll go waste time, space, and energy, or even start to neglect you for a weaker and less fortunate person that doesn't bring them the same degree of benefit. So I think that this is what's happening, friends. Okay, what's your reputation? Okay, we're going a little long, but let's get into it. We have Pluto. This is somebody who loves future, scent, and fragrance. Yeah, you're known for smelling really good. That's why I was getting like a lot of people concerned with your, with how you smell, your hygiene routine, how you take care of yourself. Yeah, they really concerned with this. Somebody's name is Anita, or they were smelling your bath a lot. They smelled you within the home a lot. They smelled they were like, you were obsessed with your fragrance, and how, like, very obsessed. This person became obsessed. They were like standing outside your room door, or you caught them like doing something weird, like something where you were trying to cook dinner and they were cooking something and they don't know how. Somebody here, these feminists don't know how to cook or something like that. They don't smell good. They're obsessed with your body and your relationship that you have with this masculine. And some of these people, I'm getting that this masculine, you are known for having a relationship with a man that puts you on a love triangle, because somebody, and that destroyed your relationship, and this person was literally a waste. This person, somebody's name is Anita, or starts with letter A, or somebody's name starts with letter B, Brian. Oh my gosh, Ashley, or somebody, I'm hearing somebody, like, literally, these people who, they knew that you were better. Them putting you, having no restraint, and having no ability to tell these, other people, these weaker people, less fortunate people, no. They lost, like, you lost their, they lost your respect. Somebody's name is Angel. When they went off with somebody weaker and less fortunate, this was a huge waste. And these other people who they went off with, some of them were just obsessed with you. And that was the gag the whole time. And the scary part, they were literally obsessed with you, where you sleep and lay your head, obsessed with your routine. I'm hearing every time that you moved around in the home, or you moved around somewhere, they could not, like, they were moving about. I'm hearing something about them. They were listening out for you. They were trying to have these coincidental run-ins with you. And I'm getting that this person was trying to have like some coincidental run-ins with you. These people became very obsessed with you, stalking your social media, or stalking you around a community or home. And it's because of the way you smelled, and they knew that you were you had a nice life and a nice feminine routine. And I'm hearing nothing came of this situation. This person that they triangulated with you with, they literally did something and had no restraint. Like, they literally did not have any control over themselves in this situation. And it's like they knew that you were better to begin with, and they just did this because it was literally nothing. I'm hearing I'm hearing that this relationship took no material form. This situation, I'm hearing there's something where it would, like, the potential of the relationship was destroyed because you felt so uncomfortable in this environment, and you, like, because of this, like, Anita became like obsessed with trying to like destroy your relationship and obsessed with trying to see you all the time. And like I'm hearing something about them, they were just following you around the home, or somebody's name starts with letter Z. Some of them were like following you around, and they would not like leave you. And that's why some of you guys are quite literally feeling unsafe, because some of these people, they literally, you know, they you had to like leave, or you had to like destroy a home, or leave abruptly, or to make a sudden change through the 8th house in the butterfly spirit, because somebody became obsessed with you. I ultimately feel like you came out stronger, but this person's obsession was actually very destructive. And this person who was supposed to be your lover, who was dominating you and was your muse, they did something so stupid. Oh my God, y'all. It's like this person, I'm getting these people in this roommate situation, this home, or in this community or network, where they saw you on a routine. Baby, they knew that you were transitioning. They knew that you were creating something, that you loved your life, and they literally became so obsessed with you. And it made you so uncomfortable you had to leave and make a sudden change. And some of you, they knew that you were acting like a leader or something like that. And some of you guys are, you know, you have gained a lot of respect from just like being this person who is strict and disciplined and stays, you know, committed to this routine. But I'm also getting that this could also, because these people, I'm hearing that they were waste people, they were trash. I'm hearing that these were people who were literally the trash scum of the earth. Like they had no goals, they working dead end jobs, they losers. And they feel like they were they wanted to destroy your relationship, because they knew that y'all was having intimacy, they knew that y'all were passionate about each other. I'm hearing that, you know, y'all ain't have nothing to hide that night. Something happened on one night, y'all didn't have nothing to hide. But I'm getting that because this person didn't have any restraint, or they started to feel entitled, it was destroyed and nothing could take form in this relationship. Let's get the tarot to wrap, y'all. That's crazy. These people, I'm hearing that they just watched you now, and they watch they watch you come out and, you know, redeem yourself and become stronger, you know, away from their destruction and their like waste and their like obsession of you. I'm like, oh my God, that was so scary. Oh my God. Power 1. So yeah, these people, I'm hearing like, you know, put yourself in their shoes. It's like they were losers and waste. And when they come across this high voltage, high vibrational being who sticks to a routine, you know, who's very inspired and taking a lot of actions, they just like, it was like something where the resentment was building. Okay, the resentment was building because it was clear that you were like the star of the community, of the home, or wherever you were. They knew that somewhere where there was a tree or something like that. But I feel like, you know, there's a situation, the resentment with these people, they watched you come off and you came out even stronger. They tried to destroy your, you know, they tried to stop you from having power, or they tried to stop you from like building your firm, your structure, okay? But you came out stronger, okay? You got away from this entitled masculine who did something stupid and wasteful with this triangulation, or did something to like abuse their power in an environment, and you got your intellectual truth and clarity about it and came into your intellectual power about something. I'm hearing your throat chakra and your like your truth is so expanded. That is so crazy, Power 1. Wow. Let me know how that resonates down in the comments below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Hi, Power 2. Welcome to your selection. Okay, so you chose the beaver spirit. Okay, I love this card. Look how cute that beaver is. Okay, so you're definitely known for putting your family first. I'm hearing that most recently somebody threatened your family, or threatened your mother, or threatened something, you know, your family's assets and structures and stabilities. And I'm hearing something about you. You know, you were very clear about you were very clear about exercising your Second Amendment rights, and that you have the right to bear arms. You have the right to protect your life and your property. And if somebody is continuously harassing you or trying to attack that, they most definitely will catch the heat. Literally. Don't underestimate Power 2's ability to put your lights out. Violence is a choice. And if you continue to come for someone else's life and property, you will not make it out. You have a strong reputation of running with the wolves. You have a strong reputation of being like this alpha or this matriarch of the family, or patriarch. You work tirelessly for your family. People have literally seen you work from sun up to sundown for your family so that you can provide a home and financial stability for your family. So if anybody is trying to threaten that because they're jealous that their mom is trash or they're jealous that their family is trash, that is not, a Pal 2's problem. That is your trash ass family's problem. Pal 2 is known for being so hardworking and loyal and dedicated to your family and to people who are your kin. People, they see you, you are fierce protection, but you also have a goofy personality and you're very good natured. So if anybody brings this negative side out of you, it is because they deserve it. It is because they have been threatening, because they have been impacting people's psychological and emotional wellness with their mental illness. These people, they have seen you. You have been working years, some of you guys a long time on a project to see something through. You are known for showing a long-term dedication to something. You are known for having that follow through. All these other people look like they have very poor quality work and very poor follow through. Somebody's name is Aaliyah, or somebody's name starts with the letter A, Anna or something. These people, they start a lot of projects and they don't finish them. They have been promising their audiences, they promising their, collective, their tribe, some type of, project or something, some type of deliverable. These people never execute their projects. They never finish what they start. These people have been doing this to chase clout, or they were doing it for a popular thing. But I don't know. Some of them have just been, struggling with confidence to create. Some of them, they have no method to doing anything. And they have no groundwork. They haven't done any research about anything. And they are showing a lot of just like low effort. Okay. Some of these people are just aesthetics, or some of these people are just, like I said, cloud chasers. They're not, really here to serve a purpose. So you are known for having a lot of meaningful work and selfless service. You do everything for your family. You do everything for your collective. You do everything to be a actual value and use. These other people are useless and they are worn out and they have no follow through on their projects, y'all. And this is really bad because it sets you apart from a lot of people. Okay, your follow through is causing, I'm hearing, you're destroying people's ego with your follow through. Okay, your effort, your long-term effort, like people have seen something that you produced from 3 or 4 years ago, and they're like, wait, we didn't know that you stayed so committed to something for so long. We didn't know that you have been working on this for a long time. I thought that this was just some new thing. I thought that this was just, some lucky strike or something like that. You're like, no, this is a result of productivity and hard work and literally working your bum off from morning until night. So this shows that you have meaningful work and that you have, professional wellness, having a career that is emotionally satisfying to you as well. So, people are not going to work hard at something that's not emotionally satisfying to you. They're not going to follow through on anything that's not emotionally satisfying, right? If you're not truly invested in something, then you're not truly passionate about something, then we won't see any follow through. The people who don't have any follow through are the people who are lacking passion. Okay, Pile 2, what is your reputation? Let's get into it. Lilith, wild. I was just thinking about Lilith the other day. LOL. So, you're definitely known for being wild AF. Like I said, some of you guys are alphas, alpha feminines, matriarchs, and I'm hearing that's something where you will destroy anything or that tries to touch your tribe. You're a fierce protection. You're a mama bear. Okay. Some of them, they seen you. Somebody's name is Nikki. Okay. Some of you, they see you and you have this fierce look in your eyes, and you have your goals. You have long-term plans. They're seeing you produce, things that you have, projects that you have been working on that you haven't been telling everybody about. Some of you guys have just moved into a bigger house, or you moved into a bigger a facility, a manufacturing plant or something like that. They've seen the results of your productivity. They're seeing the fruits of your labor. They're seeing that, doing everything for your family. Some of you guys used to sleep with all 5 people in 1 bedroom on a mattress, and now you moved into this 7-bedroom home, 2 stories and things of that nature. They're watching you, and they keep comparing themselves to you, right? The thing is, it's not so much as, about them comparing your looks to you. They're comparing the fruits of your labor to the fruits of their labor. It's easy to try to sit up and compare yourself to every single thing about somebody. When it truly comes down to it, this is not about how you look. This is about your lack of achievement. Your lack of passion in your life. Your lack of emotional fulfillment. This has nothing to do with how anybody looks. This has everything to do with your lack of achievement. Your lack of high honor. Okay? Your lack of effort is not Paltu's problem. They are stuck. Very stuck. Some of them, they see you come into a relationship with a soulmate. These people have been stuck in their local community. They've been stuck in the hometown. They've been stuck doing the same shit over and over and over again. This is not Paltu's problem. You being stuck is your problem. Some of them, they watch you, enhance your life, your possessions, they watch you enhance your body, your mind, and spirit. And they see that you are literally running with the wolves. Like, you were like, okay, I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to get left behind. This board of 1%, they move very fast. They are very, quick-witted, clever, and on the money. I got to keep up with these. I got to keep up with these peoples, these high-value people. I got to keep up with this 1%. They are smart and quick. These other people, they stuck. They take too long. They can't function, right? And they see you with this wild femininity. So some of y'all, okay, this is kind of what I'm getting. How to. Your reputation involves you being a destructive feminine. Like, literally, the Lilith is destructive feminine energy. Some of you guys are connected to the Black Widow spirit, the spider spirits. Some of you guys are fierce protectors of the home. You protect the evolving spirit. So the people in your collective that are evolving, you are protecting them. You are divinely protected away from these people who are stuck. People who are stuck, you are known for being very intense because you are mama bear, you are papa bear. You doing everything for your kin, your family, your cognitive connection. The people who are stuck, they, instead of, dealing with the uncomfortable feelings, they will project that onto other people, and that can cause a lot of harm and injury. So, you have to be, people, it's becoming, your reputation involves you maybe even gaining notoriety about something. Okay, notoriety for effing up these people who are just stuck and underachieving. This Pisces, somebody's name is Janet. Somebody's name a Cancer. Somebody's name starts with an A or a Gemini. You see how stuck they really are, right? It's not Paltu's fault that you were, like, stuck in your own, like, self-imposed restrictions. It's not, anybody else's fault. Friend, it's your fault. Okay? Energy vampires. Energy vampires, right? You are divinely protected away from these people who want to drain your life force and stop you from seeing your vision because they want somebody. Paige, Brittany, Ashley, Anna, Aaliyah. These people, they are just Ebony. These people, I'm hearing that they're very stuck and they have been, draining you for their psychic survival. Some of y'all, like I said, you gaining notoriety for effing them up because we cannot have nobody just trying to, like, you're not about to drain Paltu's energy with this, like, nonsense. That's not going to happen. We need to protect our evolving spirit away from these people who are stuck and just trying to vamp on other people to survive. That's gross. Get off. Stop sucking me. Like, if you need a blood donation, go down to the, go down to the Red Cross. We can't give you our blood, though. So, like, some of these people, they just draining you for energy in life. It's like, you're not surviving without Paltu. And that's the truth, is that you're stuck. You don't have anything for yourself. And something about you guys, you have a reputation for destroying these, these energy vampires. Because you cannot allow them to drain your life force and vision like this. They have been something about your, there's a huge relationship, especially if you are a woman. You have a huge you have a huge reputation for giving these women omens. It's like any woman who ends up doing something to violate you, and you're just working tirelessly for your family, it is like you bring them a lot of destruction, because they have been trying to attack your family. Someone here threatened your mother, or they have been defensive because your mother is your world, or your mother, you're not playing about your family having a home and financial stability. And these people have been trying to attack your assets in your life. And through the Second Amendment, we most definitely will exercise. This person has made a lot of foolish mistakes and revealed a lot about their, a lot of information that we can use to get your location. Okay? So if you continue to try to do something negative, to drain, to attack and harass, we will protect ourselves at any cost. That is what you're known for, Pal 2. As the wild feminine, it's going to be me over you always. If I have to destroy you to protect me and my family and what's ours, then you gotta go. Sorry. We have Jupiter's energy. You're known for having good fortune. You're known for being wealthy. You're known for being very blessed. And everybody sees that you are highly endowed, like royalty. Some of you guys are socialites. Your family is like royalty, or your family, your family is making a name for itself through your tireless work. So this energy vampire that knows that knows that you are fortunate. These are people who are stuck and they don't have fortune. Okay? So they are very, they are mentally ill as well. So, we have to protect ourselves against these mentally ill people. So if your brain don't want to function, I will definitely, help you upside the dome about some certain things, okay? Because some of these people, they have been trying to just like steal your wealth. They steal your good fortune, steal your creative ideas and other things that they lack. Powers and creative ideas and lovers that they feel that they lack. They see you so happy with your fortune and just like so blessed, and they see you getting so much money and prosperity, and they just are driving the truck, driving the big buses, and joining the military, or doing something that is not a dead-end career, or lacking financial security. They see you creating financial security for your family, and they want to attack it, and we just can't have that. Okay? We have the right to defend ourselves. Okay? How to? And if that means with the wild feminine, the Lilith, that we got to destroy you because you stuck and won't do nothing for yourself, that's not our fucking problem. It's not. It's just not, friend. Okay? Stop projecting your issues onto other people. Stop draining other people with nonsense. Okay? This is not a good look for you. You're the one that didn't have any follow through. You're the one that's not really passionate about this work that you're doing. Pal 2 is working tirelessly for their family. You are putting a huge stain on the entire community with this division. Taking away from Pal 2's good personality and good nature with some type of negativity and violence. Because you won't, what? P? You won't grow up and do the responsible thing and take responsibility for your own well-being. It's not nobody else's fault that you're not fortunate and blessed. It's your own poor decision making. Okay? That's not nobody else's fault. Why are you trying to steal somebody else's family? Pluto coming out again. It came out in Pal 1. Somebody obsessed. Trying to coerce and being wasteful. This was a huge waste. You were never going. You're stuck. You don't have a vision. You don't have life force. You don't have good fortune. Stop trying to steal somebody else's wealth. Because you had no follow through and no commitment and showed little to no effort. Instead, you wasted your time and energy and impacted Pal 2's psychological and emotional wellness by engaging in a coercion, a destruction, a kidnapping, an obsession, mentally ill. You are a risk to others and yourself. Unwell. Taurus. And then the letter T, this also came out in Pile 1. I didn't touch on it like that. Somebody's name is Tyler or Tania. Somebody is somebody here is trying to compete for education, or somebody is, this is somebody here, a relationship that ended. This could have even been a friendship that ended, where somebody started to grow like obsessed with you. I'm also getting that these are people who, these are masculines that, you know, you rejected. They know that you're very fortunate and blessed, and they know that you're like very pleasurable and have a lot of like resources and a good life, and they know that you're going to be like wealthy, and you already are wealthy, and they know that you are in this redemption mission. And some of these people, they're just like obsessed with your life. Some of them, they might even drive by you on the street, or they might like, some of them, they won't not like something. You may have even have to change your phone number, because this person would not stop calling you, or they would just like, you know, you didn't like them because they were wasteful people. Some of these people are literally just waste people, and some of you guys are very sustainable. You guys are minimalists. You try to help the environment, environmental social justice, and you know, this person has no, like, they see you work tirelessly. They see you, you know, you just do whatever you need to do, and they just keep, they're like wishing death on you and your family. They're watching you become large, and they think that they're larger. No, you are literally a toxic flop. Nobody's watching that trash. Like, these people, they hate the fact that you're like, they're obsessed with your sensuality and what you find to be pleasurable. Your security, your wealth and possessions. Taurus energy and Jupiter also. And your good personality. Like, they know that you're having sensual relationships and a good life. Like, ultimately, they know that you have financial security. And so, you know, this is your reputation. You're known for having good fortune and doing this, all of this work for your family. But you are also known for, you know, destroying these people, these feminines who were stuck and obsessed. Okay, waste, trash, throw them away, honey. One in the dome. Child, they just some losers. 5 of Cups. This is so disappointing. They so stuck and disappointed. Like, they had this is like literally like they see you as the King of Pentacles. You are like this like economic power, representing financial security. Some of you guys are on air. You have the microphone. You have like Beyonce knows female top vocalist. All right. These people were literally just trying to compete with you because they hated the sound of your voice. There's something about the way that you, like somebody even said it recently, the way that you speak and your vocabulary, honey. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, honey. You are literally top notch. Royalty. Good, highly fortunate, extremely educated, and they are just disappointed that they lost because they were stuck in their own self-imposed restrictions, that they were just wasteful and indulgent and greedy, and they were not inspired to take like passionate actions to developing and staying committed to their own projects. They were just like obsessed with trying to like compete with you, and I'm hearing that they lost. There's a lot of reputation around this. This person lost, especially if they was in a competition with you for your man. That man was never going to choose you. They never wanted you. They're now seeing your masculine praise you boisterously. Like, your masculine openly has like told everybody that, you know, it's the 7. It's pal 2. Okay? It's not none of these other people. Like, none of these other people, they don't want them. It's very clear. They've made it very clear that they don't want anybody but you. And these people, they just hate you for having this sensual, pleasing relationship. And they've been just trying to destroy you so that you can't have your relationship. Trying to destroy your family's wealth and assets by stealing. Something where you guys, your possessions started coming up missing because this person started stealing your possessions, your wealth. This is a thief. They don't have power or like creativity or like effort. They're an energy vampire that's been trying to like block you from your vision, that has put you in this economic power. But I feel like they lost that. They lost anyway. Because you worked tirelessly and you did not stop. You did not give up or lose hope, because they were just, you know, obsessed with Pluto. That they were just like, some of them were hidden, right? Doing something illusory in the underworld. Trying to compete for power and influence when they never were top notch. They were never, you know, female top vocalists. They were just obsessed and coercive. A loser for life. That's what I'm seeing, pal 2. Let me know how that resonates down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome to your selection. So you chose the zebra spirit. Okay, some of y'all, this already came out on the channel before. Some of y'all love zebra print. It's very cute. But I see that a lot of people, they see you as a visionary. Okay, they see that you have had this big vision for something, and it has expanded what people have thought was possible. And it is beautiful, but it also can inspire some jealousy or some, some resistance around people who are not, people, disbelievers, naysayers, right? But they can no longer deny you. What you have envisioned and have actually started to create and have success around is very impressive, very creative, and very eccentric. It represents your well-culturedness. It represents your mindfulness. You are literally, your vision is opening people's mind. You are contributing to global health, and you are doing something even on a volunteer basis to help people, believe in your vision, right? You're saying, I will offer this service or this thing for free because I am envisioning this to be wildly successful. It's very impressive. It's already very successful. And so you are doing a lot for free. You're doing a lot to open people's mind to what is possible around this thing, okay, to impact, to make these greater contributions. And this is actually very beautiful, okay? And on top of that, they see you as very magical. They see you as like, wow, you are just like, everything that you touch turns to gold. You guys are... you're very mysterious around this, like how you're growing, and it's just like you always popping up with something in a magical way. They're like, okay, you created that like as if it was by magic, right? People also see you, like some of you guys, you're known for having like nice handbags and shoes, and you're everybody's fashion muse. So if you see people dressing up as you, or you seeing people, they eating up every style, child. They eating it up. They eating up every look. It's a bop, okay? They love your fashion sense, and just like, I know some of you guys are eccentric, or you may even, maybe a little bit more reserved or inclusive or introverted, maybe. Okay, it doesn't have to be, but some of you. But I'm getting that, you're starting to, because you have had this big vision, you've been able to see the world in this grand way. It's like extroverts, they so busy out socializing so much. They have all these different perspectives and stuff like that. They never like take that time to like take a step back and just view everything from like a place of detachment. You have been able to like view, the world from, and with the compassionate detachment. And so you have been able to like come with an inventive thing that makes an even greater contribution. And so this actually, like your volunteer work and your humanitarian work and your expanded worldview, and through some of your experiences, they're actually going to force you to be social. They're going to put you, in the center stage, because everybody's like, oh my God, look at this great humanitarianism that you're doing and how it's literally improving and making the world a better place. So people are like, you're going to be a little uncomfortable. People are going to see you as a little, a little deer in a headlights. How this little meek, and, sometimes you can be a little bit, awkward or something like that. So, so eccentric for sure. Okay, eccentric for sure. I'm getting that some traumatizing experiences may have made you eccentric, but I can definitely see like people, they might be drawn to you for your fashion sense, and then they see that you're like this eccentric visionary, and they're like, whoa, all right, I like that vision. I like that. Okay, I can get jiggy with that. Let me see a little bit more. Let me just partake in your humanitarian work. Let me see your, your community service. Let me get some of your community service. A lot of people benefit from your community service. They benefit from your free service, your selfless devotion. Okay? It opens their mind up and see places where they have been stuck. Okay? So maybe some of you guys have literally had this vision to heal the world. You had this vision to like, to open people, just to like make people more mindful, right? To open people's mind and make them, give other people access to different cultures or something like that. I'm hearing something that you're doing is like related to disability politics, or something that you're making accessible. It's like accessibility or disability politics. Through this expanded worldview, this is what like you have been envisioning, right? By expanding the world, by making the world more accessible to people. I love that. Okay, so you have a reputation for being very inclusive. Okay. And you are a very warm and enthusiastic person. So it is like, even if you are used to being like this shy and reserved person, if that resonates with you, it kind of feels like you're starting to grow warm. You're starting to become enthusiastic about socializing, starting to share people. I think the best way that you can like just introduce yourself and just like, share yourself with the world more is by telling them about your vision, telling them about the work that you're doing. And, I feel like you're always putting that first anyway. I feel like you're always like, when you meet people, especially like at these networking events and stuff like that, you are like, you're sharing with them your vision, you're sharing with them your mission, your nonprofit work, your humanitarian work, your volunteer work, and what your reason of being, your why. Okay. And they are a little bit more accepting of your eccentricity when they realize like that, this vision that you have. Like, okay, that's why they're a little weird like that. That's why that's why they're a little weird, because they had this big vision that nobody else saw, and we just gonna benefit from it. Okay, North Node. Oh my God, new life goals, right? Big life goals in this beach. So some of y'all, listen, you are literally known. You have a reputation for having purpose-driven work, for having for being in alignment with your North Node. You guys are literally so big. Okay, all eyes on you. Like, literally, you are an it girl. You are a socialite. All eyes are on you. I'm getting celebrities are here. Okay, celebrity, you are a little giant, right? Don't ever let these mundane, toxic flops make them like think that they bigger, or that their engagement real suck. They suck. They're not getting flowers. They're not getting high honors. They're the dark web. They are the holy water from the infomercial. You are literally the it girl, the it boy. You are, and even with your disability, you are at the center of attention. You like, look at me, I'm eccentric, I'm disabled, but I'm cool. I'm cool, accept me, I'm alright. I ain't too shabby. I ain't too shabby, right? And something that you're doing, this is opening up people's mind and like helping people who have been alienated, people who have been disregarded, people who have been marginalized in their identities, and making like information accessible to these people is helping people, access social services, get the help that they need, helping people, engender social awareness and social change by sharing information. It is so beautiful. I'm getting that you're getting a lot of congratulations, you're getting a lot of features, you're getting a lot of support, endorsements. People who were maybe doing something similar to you, they're seeing you with like they seeing your work with this new eyes, and they see your expanded vision. They're like, okay. Some people are like, okay, we didn't even know we could take it there. We didn't even know we could take it there, but let's take it there, right? Let's take it there, friends. Okay. So I love that. So you definitely have a reputation for being the it girl. Okay, all eyes are on you because you are this impressive visionary. Okay, and you are magical as well. Everybody like, dang, you in that wheelchair flying around a pole like that? Okay, I see you. Like, I see you. Okay, we have Capricorn energy, big Capricorn energy. Okay, so I'm getting that something that you're doing in an eccentric way. I'm getting you're eccentric, but you're in a business-like way of doing it. Okay? Like, I'm going to be eccentric, or I'm going to be a bitch, but in a business-like way. Okay? People are noticing, like, you're known for having goals and dreams and aspirations and, doing a lot of the work to get there, doing, what it takes. And you're very impressive. They're like, okay, we didn't even know you had all these big goals for yourself, and that you're accomplishing those goals, right? And some of y'all are disabled, or y'all a little eccentric, but you still have a way of being a part of the whole. You still have a way of being trendy or doing something related to pop culture, something where people are seeing you doing something trendy, or they see you as eccentric, and then you show up doing something pop culture, and they're like, wait, like, we didn't even know. I'm getting to some people, they seeing you like. Something that you've done took a lot of balls as well. I don't know, something that you did was like very brave, or it took a lot of confidence. You're known for standing up to people in a workplace. I'm hearing something about you speaking up about diversity, equity, and inclusion, because some of you guys were harmed because of your disability or something like that, or you were harmed and injured or some type of reason, in some type of way. Okay. And a lot of people, they're seeing you get into the day-to-day of your business. Okay. What? A pioneer. Who the pioneer. Pal 3 is the pioneer. You're not doing that dark web stuff. You're not the holy water on the infomercial. You are the pioneer. You have a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. Everybody's eyes is on you because you're doing something that has not been done before. I'm getting celebrities, and you got like a lot of people who are watching your work and just like, wait, you doing all this community, you offer all this to, you know, this free service to people, even celebrities, right? Some of these celebrities have been stealing from you. They have been taking from the less fortunate, some of them. But, you know, there's a lot of one-sided charity here is what I'm getting. A lot of people who they don't return or reciprocate. But I'm getting a lot of people, you know, would you staying in your day-to-day reality and staying dedicated to yourself, your goals, you will get the recognition, right? And a lot of, you know, these celebrities or people who have more influence or status or whatever they think they got over you, a lot of this is going to be undone. With this big vision and mission that you have going on, I'm getting a lot of their like lying, cheating, and scheming and stealing from you, stealing your vision and things like that is getting undone. Okay, some of them are going to get exposed from, you know, for stealing from the less fortunate. Some of them are going to get exposed for not really having a passion, not really having goals. Okay, because you're so impressive, you're going to outshine these people. They're like, you know, they kind of wilt and shrink next to you. They're the shrinking violet. Okay, a Leo is shrinking violet next to you. Okay, so because your expanded worldview and your contributions to global health and your volunteer work, it shows that this is like a selfless devotion, okay? And you've been so dedicated to achieve despite your like adversities and disabilities, right? Some of you guys, your art as well, something about your art, people are like, they saw your art and they were shook. I'm getting celebrities saw your art and they were shook. They were like, wait, you make me feel like all these artists out here, they not really artists. They saw your artwork and they were like, damn. So some of them started stealing your artwork, okay? This Virgo started stealing your artwork. So they see you like, you know, you expanded it even more. Like after they stole something from you, they saw that you expanded and created an entire, like through the North Node, they saw that you expanded and created a whole entire new life goal. And it's just like something, and then you had the dedication to achieve and like handling it in a business like way. You turned it into something that was like, that puts a very big difference between you and them, okay? So they're going to shrink next to you. Whoever was trying to copycat you, something where they tried to copycat your stage name. Somebody tried to copycat your color scheme. Somebody tried to copycat your enlightenment. People tried to, you know, copycat like your, yeah, something about your stage name, okay? They took something from you. They took your stage name from you, or they tried to use their celebrity influence to make it like, overwhelm you, okay? This Virgo. And something where something negative is happening to them now. Some of them they're the ones getting alienated. Something where they're a cowboy or something where there's a cowboy involved here. They're getting alienated. This person is getting a divorce. They've been trying to act like their marriage is repaired, but their marriage is not repaired. This person has rejected them. So yeah. I'm also getting some other people who were, you know, their artwork is looking really mediocre next to yours, okay? It's looking real mediocre next to yours because you're so creative, okay? We have a karmic loop. Yeah, I'm hearing that the injustices with these thieves are getting bigger and bigger. We have the 7th house, and I feel like it's just like, I'm getting psychic advantage, right? You definitely have the psychic advantage over this Virgo, okay? Still do. Something about this person. You know, you have been getting expedited. Your purpose has been getting expedited, and you are taking up a new role in society, okay? You're taking up a new role in society, and I'm hearing one of your partners is coming to cooperate, okay? And this is going to expedite this process, your partner, okay? Especially because this Virgo, you know, somebody who has more money than you, or like some type of fame, okay? This person that you're about to get married and they're the ones getting divorced. I'm hearing that this masculine that has been supporting their growth is no longer supporting their growth, and they're no longer their muse, okay? And they're going to watch you with a marriage and a business, and there is actually going to be legal ramifications for what they did, for what you have envisioning, the advocacy work that you're doing, the humanitarian effort that you're doing. Your goals around your vision is actually going to help you, like, you have, first of all, guarding your goals for one. This person, you know, with the psychic advantage, somebody's name is Paige, they are nowhere near. Okay, first go get an education, first of all. Second of all, somebody else is here who's been wanting to use their money and influence to kind of steal your stage name or steal your aesthetic. All of this is going to be undone, and this person is going to get exposed for deception, and also something about them whitening their skin. This person, all of their secrets are about to get exposed, and they're about to get canceled and alienated. Okay, so this is not going to be looking good. And some of you guys, you've had a psychic advantage over these people in the first place. It's like they know that this is not going to work in their favor. Okay, and your partner is coming to help you achieve something for a bigger reason. I'm hearing something about a lawsuit is about to happen. Okay, a lawsuit is about to happen with somebody who has been stealing, you know, aspects of your stage name, or they've been stealing, you know, something from your stardom. Okay, because they saw your artwork and it made them feel mediocre. Okay, or they projected onto you in some type of way. Okay, but you have the psychic advantage, and you have been aligning with this person. Okay, you've been aligning with this person. Either there's something where you're going to have to negative, like it's up to you. It's your decision, right? Whether you're going to persecute this person for something that they've been doing, an injustice, especially like somebody's Page, they might be going to prison. But somebody else, I'm also getting some of them, they're going to get sued for, you know, some type of identity theft or some type of intellectual property infringement on your intellectual property. But for some of you guys, this could be a partner of yours, right? Where you guys will need to focus on, you know, achieving together, because you may have a mutual dream with somebody who's been stealing from you. But you know, this person, I'm hearing that the relationship has started off on a rocky foot, and it did not look good when this person started to steal your stage name, and it looked like they were trying to steal from the less fortunate, because they were not impressive or creative and visionary, and that they weren't like eccentric or something like that. Girl, I'm getting somebody that's a celebrity here, a Virgo, you have had the psychic advantage over this person, and this is not going to end well with them. Okay, so if they think that they got 311 million people, they don't, because none of them people matter in the court of law. Let's see, what's your reputation, pile 3? That's not going to be good for nobody who was stealing and trying to, you know, do something I'm hearing a blatant injustice. Okay, their shadows are about to get exposed, and their baby daddy is leaving them or something like that. They're not about to have a good life because of their shadow attachment to wealth. Okay, it's up to you though whether you will cooperate with this person and make them a partner. Right? You definitely had a lot of struggle around these people. Yeah, they definitely projected onto you, you know, with that strength. They felt insecure, right? And I'm hearing that they really lost, right? They really lost. With the Queen of Cups in the reverse, with the Two of Pentacles, this person has been trying to like balance this new perspective where you're like, they could not, like something about you had the psychic advantage around this person, and they could not compete with your life goal. They thought it was going in one direction, and I'm hearing there's something where you, through the North Node, you went into a totally new direction, and it's something that they can't even compete with. I'm also hearing that they don't have this Virgo or this Leo, they don't have any business acumen, or they're not really that intelligent, or you're doing something that has not been done before. So it's like they cannot they cannot compete with your talent, skills, and gifts. So it's like something about them, they try to compete with, you know, for your aesthetic, or they're trying to steal your aesthetic. They're trying to steal your performance, your stage name, and it's because like it represented your beauty and how impressive your artwork is. And when people see you as a performer, and they know that some of you guys are up and coming, meant to be stars on the star track, then they know that like it would like make them like it would like they would shrink in comparison to you with your new life purpose and your partnership and your like this vision that has not been done before. They quite literally would shrink. I'm getting that something about this person, they put themselves in unparalleled competition. I'm hearing that you're not even doing anything. Like I feel like something about this, you're not doing anything, you know, similar to them, or something that you did put a lot of like distance between you and this person. And like, you know, this person, I'm hearing that they have been struggling with this. Like they have been struggling to juggle this, you know, low self-esteem that they feel. Something about you, you know, they could be very beautiful, this Virgo or somebody like that, this Virgo or this Leo, they could be beautiful too, right? But it's something about them, they're losing their partnership, or they don't have, like, they're getting divorced, their partners, they always bragging about this partnership, or they're always like, oh, I'm a wifey or something like that. That it's like they're literally getting divorced, like these relationships failed. And now they're watching you actually get married. They're watching you get the partner of your dreams, and also getting the, like, the vision. Like you and your person actually have a mutual dream together. And these people that they married and got in partner with, they were conformists. They did not have like the same dream as them. So they saw you with this big vision with your person, and they wanted to compete with you for like this traditional wifey type of aesthetic or something like that. It's either that, or they tried to like compete with you for some type. They projected onto you some of their insecurities. They got offended by your enlightenment, or they saw your beauty and they knew like something about you guys kind of look alike, or you have like a similar style or something like that. They wanted to like compete with you, and because they knew that you were like on this Star Trek. They knew that you were destined to be a star, but you had a loop with this person where they were stealing, okay, your vision, okay, and they see you just pull on your spiritual power and use your psychic advantage to beat them, and they're just like very overwhelmed and not doing well because they lost the competition that they was in. Even if they think that they have like a bigger, like, I'm hearing that you are going to be having the greatest impact, right? You are the one that's getting the high honor, right? No, like they're just trying to dress up as you, right? They're just trying to, like, you know, it's only so far you can get with trying to copy somebody's moves and stuff like that. You may have even seen this person. Some of you guys stopped paying attention to this person, and you was not noticing the subliminals and how they've been trying to compete with your goals. But this person, I'm getting that they literally, like, something about you created an entirely new life goal, and this person they were not expecting you to go in this direction, and this was your psychic advantage. I'm actually like, yeah, this is somebody who's like found, like, you know, this Virgo, the truth is about to come out about this person, that they are just like it's clear that they're just like a social climate, fame hungry diva. They always want to be at the center of attention. So they see these new and upcoming artists, right? You know, with these inventive things, they see these new and upcoming artists doing something that has never been done before, and they try to use it to like make it seem like they're the ones that is like the pioneer, right? I think this is what is like, they tried to steal your goals away from you, or steal your stage name or aesthetic or something, because they saw that it wasn't a visionary, it was a vision. They saw that it was like it was a big impact, that this was like because some of you guys are contributing to global health, and you'll be traveling worldwide with this work that you're doing. And these people, they were just like, they kind of was getting left behind, or they were getting old. Some of them, it's their time to retire and stuff like that. They're no longer the it girl. They're no longer like, you know, they're no longer like everybody's favorite person anymore. Some of them, they have a very bad reputation now. They're getting divorced. Their relationships are falling. Some of them are getting exposed for whitening their skin. They're getting exposed for having plastic surgery, when like that old version of them that we knew and loved is no longer like the, you know, what we loved them for. So everybody's kind of like, some people are just like, we don't really like them anymore. So some of them, they getting alienated. They're everything, like they're failing, right? You had the psychic advantage over them, and they were just like, now they're just trying to balance this failure, I think. Okay, give me clarifying the Two of Pentacles. What is this person's next move? Okay. They saw that she was eccentric and fashion forward. So this person has been, you know, because they're a fame hungry, clout chasing diva. Like their career only went so far, and then they started to get left behind, or new artists started up and coming, and they knew that you were up next. Okay, yeah, this was a foolish risk. They shouldn't have took this risk. Okay, this person's dreams is not coming true. This was a foolish. They shouldn't have did this. I don't care how famous or like celebrity status you think that they are. They're realizing that they took a very foolish risk, because they cannot compete with your new life goals. Okay, they cannot compete with your partner. They are very insecure now. Okay, I don't know, some of this is coming out. People are starting to realize this celebrity or this person who had like a high status or something, they're starting to realize that this person has been doing something foolish, right? They're starting to realize that this person has been stealing from you, okay? And it's because they low key was a hater. They low key was jealous. They low key was like, oh, I thought you was so famous, and we thought you was good with your artistry. Turns out they saw you as an up and coming artist, and they wanted to steal from you, G. That's crazy. That's what I'm seeing, Pal 3. Let me know how this resonates down below, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Hi, Pal 4. So you chose the raccoon spirit. So let's get into it. What is your reputation? What are the widespread beliefs and opinions about you? Okay. You are an exceptional artiste. I'm hearing a mosaic, a Michelangelo, and the Sistine Chapel, honey. You are very talented and you are a very good friend. It's like, what more can we ask from an individual, okay? This skill that you have, I don't know what you're doing, but this skill that you have is exceptional and it's unmatched. Especially if you guys are here from Power 3. All these other artists out here are looking very mediocre next to you. There's an unresolved issue though, okay? And this is hurting your self-image and your success. I'm hearing something about, a creative ego fear, okay? Something where you've been wanting to move into something more, okay? But I don't know what this means, but I feel like it's because you are this all-star that it's hard for people to accept you when you're not in a performative state. It's like when you are in a non-performative state, or when you want to grow into something more, something bigger, or something, it's like only so long a performer is going to be able to perform, right? It's like something about you, you want to retire, you know what I'm saying? You want to stop performing, or, you want to grow into something bigger, but there's a creative ego fear that people will be offended by you as this like exceptional artist, but also like having this enlightenment, okay? People will try to band together to alienate you, or there will be like an issue with you when you're not in a performative state, because your performances, it's like it puts people in a trance. It's like whatever you're doing, your craftsmanship or the skill, when you're executing this skill, it actually puts people in a trance. But when you're not in this state, it's like it can cause discomfort, or when they realize that you're not just like this performance, or you're just this artwork, that you also have like, when you show your enlightenment in another way, it may be, I don't know what that means, okay? There's a lot of ego fear around this, especially because you're just good. Like some of you guys are just, you have a reputation of being good at everything, okay? But there's like a struggle around expanding into, more aspects of yourself, okay? So let's see here, okay? Power 4, what's your reputation? We have, challenge, disharmony, okay? So you are facing, that kind of goes hand in hand with what we were talking about before. Like there's an unresolved issue here that has been creating disharmony, that has been hurting your self-image and your success, because I'm getting that this challenge that you're dealing with is actually something very oppressive. So some of you guys should go watch the mystery pile, the mystery pick a card, the pile 1, okay? Because there's somebody here who has been stealing creativity, okay? Because they saw that you were an exceptional artist. And this person, they are like a snake in the grass or something like that. Somebody likes snakes, or somebody here is like their name starts with the letter S or M, okay? This situation is unresolved because somebody here is just like, your skill that you have is so unmatched, but because people will, like, when you're, I don't know, something about people will try to alienate you because you are unmatched, right? It's like okay, nobody can compare to Power 4 anyway, so we're just going to try to disregard Power 4. Or there's like this karmic looping of alienation when people see, you know, how talented you are and how you're like good at everything. It makes everybody else feel so inadequate, so they'll just band together and enable each other's mediocrity and just like inadequacies, right? So I think that this is like the unresolved issue that you're dealing with. This is hurting your self-image and success, because you will often be met with a lot of people who try to disregard you, and just like them disregarding you and not honoring you for this exceptional skill. Like, you are very talented, you are exceptional. This will create like a lot of like, it'll hurt your solar plexus. You're not getting the tangible success that you need, right? This tangible the external validation that you need, because a lot of these people, they just are so mediocre. They're not, they definitely don't compare to you, and so they're very mediocre next to you. So this is like, this is how this goes, okay? You are on the outskirts. You are like an outlier. Your exceptional skill puts you on the outside of like these other mediocre people, that like majority of people, the average person, majority of people fall into the average, and you're like you're like the minority that falls in like as the outlier, okay? And you're so exceptional, it's unmatched. So a lot of people will they'll see that you'll have this skill, and that you are like, so they'll try to like disregard it, okay? And this is like some type of alienation that you face as well, okay? So you often feel like you'll feel like, you know, a lot of artists don't get their acclaim until after they pass away. I don't wish that on you. Of course, we're not talking about that. But it feels like, you know, this is an unresolved issue that you've been having, where people will try to alienate you, or to stop you from like actualizing into your true self through these different networks, right? Because they know that these other people are mediocre. They know that your skill is unmatched. But they'll just, you know, it's popular to hate you, right? It's popular to like not support the most talented person, because everyone's clearly sitting around envious of that person. It's like clear, it's obvious. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid to take rest. Don't be afraid to take breaks from, you know, this work that you're doing, this craftsman skill, this skill that you're performing. Don't feel bad for taking a break, especially like, you know, if there's disharmony, you know, and people who are trying to challenge, like serve as challenges. I'm getting like thieves that are on the loose, right? They know that your skill is unmatched, but people will support. They'll support somebody that's copying you. They'll support somebody who's stealing from you, even though they know that that person is like envious and jealous and mediocre, right? They would rather enable each other's mediocrity, because they are also mediocre and they're also jealous of you as well, okay? We have Neptune, okay? I'm getting that be prepared to sacrifice, right? You will make sacrifices, you know, in order to be successful around this thing, okay? You know, because you are meant to, like, you having this exceptional skill at something, it is meant to be used to inspire people. But people will also it's so impressive, people will also grow defensive and bandwagon and, you know, do what's popular, right? Instead of getting inspired by it, okay? So let's see. Let's get into a little bit more powerful. What, you know, is your reputation? What is your reputation? Some of you guys, you are known for being alienated. You're known for being, you know, the outlier. You're known for being highly meditative, and people are just not as introspective as you. People don't do this deep amount of meditating that you do. People don't make these kind of sacrifices that you've made, right? The reason why you're so exceptionally gifted at something is because you've made a lot of sacrifices in order to get, you know, in order to get to this level of expertise. They will never, you know, they'll never, like somebody tried to mimic your bubble bath, or they're trying to mimic your rituals, your beauty routine. They're trying to act like you a lot. Like this person is something with your crystals or your bath routine. This person, I'm hearing that they'll support somebody who's like mediocre compared to you. Okay, so don't even, I'm hearing that there was a sacrifice around this whole thing, right? There was a sacrifice around this, and it created like a lot of disharmony. Okay, but you needed to do something. I don't know why you needed to do this, but it was like, because this person has been, I don't know, they may have been a safety threat, or they may have been like, you did this for a safety precaution or something like that. And something that you did created a lot of disharmony. Okay, we have a lover. You know why everybody mad, y'all. And then what? Artist on the bottom of the deck. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. Inspiring others to see life symbolically. Okay, so somebody here, you need to be, you're making a lot of sacrifices to get to this person. Some of y'all are going through the Underground Railroad trying to get to this person. Okay. Y'all, this person, I don't know, something about this person, you have to plan a lot. You have to be away from this person a lot, because this lover that you have, there's a lot of confusion around this situation. I'm also getting that there was idealization around this situation as well, but you've had to sacrifice in order for you and this lover to come into alignment. You know, something about this person, they're a mogul, they're a high value partner. People saw that you were aligned with somebody, you know, high value, or that you had this person was the reason for your third eye chakra awakening. And this third eye chakra awakening, and this whole process of getting to this person, you have had to deal with a lot of snakes throughout your whole life to get to this person. Like, this person, your true lover, who's unbridledly devoted and passionate about you. You guys have had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations, the Underground Railroad, lots of sacrifices in order to get to this person who is going to be your resting place, your home. Some of you guys are still not to this person. I'm hearing that I'm hearing 5 more years or something like that. 2 to 5 years. You'll be, aligning with this dream partner, okay? And nothing will matter, okay? None of this disharmony will matter. None of these snakes in the grass from the past will matter. I'm getting even your lovers from the past, like people who you thought, that you would, be in love with. I'm hearing that these people turned into envious of you. They were secretly intimidated by you. But your bright, your exceptional expertise and your skill, you're meant for somebody who, like, I don't know, your partner is a genius, okay? Your partner is a genius, they're a mogul, and all these other people were so mediocre, okay? So it's not going to make anybody happy seeing you with this person, this divine medicine, okay? So don't be afraid to take rest. I know you're trying to work so hard to get to them. Some of you guys already, know who this is. And you're working so hard to get to them, but you're not going to get to them faster by working harder, okay? So it is the way that you see life above the dimensions and how that has aligned you with this conscious love. You will sacrifice for him. You will sacrifice for him, okay? And my heart is breaking, just even like I'm getting so teary-eyed thinking about this person who has been supporting you through your 10th house, okay? This person is the reason why you are becoming this person of power and status. This person is a positive guiding light. They are running your business. They are a mogul, okay, a tech giant. This person sees you. They know that you are an exceptional artist, and they are the ones that are you're the beauty and they're the brains, okay? So you guys have an unresolved issue, and this is really hurting, your self-esteem, especially because nobody compares to you. You are the beauty, okay, of the whole operation and things of that nature. But this will cause you to get alienated a lot as well, okay? Because nobody has this kind of beauty, right? You are international. You getting to this lover putting you on the map is taking a lot of sacrifice, okay? So they may have children. And this is what's creating the disharmony, and a lot of bad habits around this form of life that, that they have. I'm also getting, I don't know, this T can't keep coming out as well. I don't know who this person is, but, they better not be barking up the wrong tree up in this bitch, okay? you and this person have a lot of, there's a lot of lack of trust around this person, especially you are their divine feminine. And some of you guys, you were just like, there's a large age difference between the two of you as well. And some of them, if they are very, some of you guys, you might have been a bum or something like that. You might have been like, you may not have had no money. You were just this artist, right? And then they see you, but really you are this like divine feminine energy. But something about you, they might like, they saw you as having no goals or followed through, or they saw you unfocused, or they saw you when you were just a child. And you have been growing up and maturing and, taking self-care and doing face masks and growing up and, addressing a lot of bad habits. And in order to address these bad habits, you've needed to make a lot of sacrifices. And all this sacrifice that you made have put you on the map internationally, have put you into this divine feminine energy, have given you the crown with your lover. Your lover is like, you're not this bum, you're like this talented person that I can't believe, right? Oh my gosh, right? So it kind of feels like it's a lot going on in this pal, okay? I feel like when you were, you started to align with this lover when you were just a child, and you had a lot of bad habits and a lot of, issues in your life. I'm getting something about you. You needed to learn how to take care of yourself, or you needed to learn how to grow up and be responsible. And this person was like this wealthy, rich person, mogul, giant, and it just felt like it was so much distance between the two of you guys. And I feel like this situation is still unresolved, and there's still more awareness for you to grow in order to align with this person. There's still more, you will encounter more snakes in the grass, okay? I'm hearing be prepared to sacrifice even more, to grow even more awareness, right? To get to this person. But this is like enhancing your divine feminine energy, right? So that you can have this divine masculine. I know that this is tough, y'all, because this, your reputation, you just have a reputation for being this exception. You just have a reputation for being this exceptional artist. And this person, they're very passionate and devoted to you, but they have been struggling with trust issues around you. And you guys have been needed to use your intuition and creativity to break down these illusions with you and this person. Okay. So, this person, they're coming from a totally different walk of life. And they have been supporting you, your growth, and supporting you to, address your bad habits and grow you up. I don't know, something about this person has grown you up. It's like they had to be your father first, and then, now they're getting you as this divine feminine. Okay. Something happened on your birthday. This person saw fireworks when they saw you grow into this mature age or something like that. Something about you didn't grow into your woman body, or you grew into your form, your mature form. They grew into your mature form, but I'm getting that somebody here has been trying to compete with your lover. And it's because they know that you and your lover are internationally recognized, and you guys are, royalty, high society, socialites, and moguls, okay? And so this person who has been trying to compete with your lover has actually created a lot of disharmony in the community where you are displaying this exceptional skill. And there's a lot of issues around this person because they have been just trying to hate you and compete with you when this was a sacrifice. This disharmony in this community, it exposed a lot of the snakes in the grass, people who were just hating you for being this divine feminine and for being this exceptional artist, right? Pretty hurts. They hate you. The truth is, it's not because, this is a creative ego fear that you're having in this, in this disharmonious community. In this disharmonious community, posing as a challenge to your success, right? People are going to, they choose to enable someone else's, they may choose to enable this person's mediocrity, because they hate you for being the most beautiful and the most exceptional artist, right? And even despite the fact that they know that this person has just been trying to hate you for being the divine feminine, it's like your lover doesn't want them, and they have just been trying to force themselves, to stop this divine union from happening, on an international level to like they know they're not going to win, but they just wanted to create disharmony and challenge for you in this community where your gifts are being honored, right? But it's okay because it's literally, you know, this was a sacrifice. And you just, you know, just understand that this was a way of you also just exposing the snakes, the people who are unsubscribing, leaving the community, you know, showing, you know, all of a sudden they have some type of unpopular opinion about you and how you have been asserting yourself and protecting your creativity and your family. They are showing that they were just like secretly a hater, okay? But that's not going to stop you from being internationally known. It's not going to stop you from being more successful than them. It's already done. Okay, so let's get, you know, the tarot, right? Let's get the tarot. So we have the Fool. Yeah, you'll have to take a leap of faith and look forward in a positive direction. Okay, because somebody here that is like they're not like these people, you know, who like with this Page of Pentacles on the reverse page. Quite literally, it's not important, you know, for them to act honorably. It's not important for them to like to do the right thing, right? This community that's disharmonious, they're literally losers, right? They're not like you've had to sacrifice, you know, views, or you need to sacrifice these subscribers or whoever this people is, because they're literally, and this is a part of your maturation process, because this disharmony that's happening, this person is going, I'm hearing that they're going to a mental hospital or they're going to prison anyway. So it's only going to be so long that this person is going to like, all these people who are bandwagoning, or it's not important for them to honor you, right? The King of Swords is literally people who lower their standards and people who like enable mediocrity for somebody who doesn't have any method, no follow through, no goals, and they're just like a cloud chaser trying to like serve as a challenge for you and your lover, right? You and your lover are gearing up to go to war against this person because, you know, they just hated you for being the soft, still, calm, and compassionate one that they are receptive to. This person is quite literally a big bully, loser, and they hate the fact that like you are the divine feminine. They just hate you for being feminine, and they have to like drive a truck, or they have to do something, they have to go get surgery or something to be like, you know, to have the body type that you have. Think it's not important for them to act honorably. And some of these people in this like in this community that's disharmonious, or this network that's disharmonious, they will literally choose to support this mediocre person because they hate you for being beautiful and they hate you for being successful. They're just losers. But I'm getting that the fakes needed to be exposed, honey. This was like, it needed to happen. I ain't gonna say it, but I'm gonna say it. Pick a side, pick a side. And this person, they're not gonna be around for much longer. So they just hated you for having an ass. I'm hearing some of these people, they hated you for having an ass and a nice body, and also being like skilled, exceptionally skilled at something. They're so pissed at you that you represent everything that this person has ever wanted. A fat ass, a pretty ass face, and an exceptional artiste. It ain't our fault. That's what I'm seeing, Power 4. Let me know how this resonates down below, and I'll see you in the next one.